Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 31 of the My Son the Traitor series. As you can tell by today's episode's title, it is The Road to STARRCADE. We are well on the way to the, end of year pay-per-view. STARRCADE is at the end of December. It's the last sort of thing before we clock into the new year, which is essentially going to be week 1, December 2002. So, got a massive month ahead. One thing I do want to do is I'm going to start off by signing a new road agent. I did say I was going to do this sort of like last episode, but I've forgotten to do it with the pay-per-view, mayhem and everything. But yeah, it's going to be Ricky Steamboat. I'm going to give him a 5-year contract. And it's going to be an exclusive written contract as well. So he wants $24,000. That's perfectly fine. It's only an extra $400 per month. Perfect. All right, new road agent. His skills, got 90 psychology, 90 basics. Very good sort of mental skills there as well, which we want in a road agent. Dory Funk Jr. was the other option. He's got a lot less popularity in the United States, whereas Ricky's obviously got 45. And I've got a little bit of a storyline that I can maybe do with him as well. You guys will just have to wait and see with that one. Anyway. Let's, well, the first thing we need to do, realistically, is get into storylines. So, there's a little look at the size, but let's get straight into storylines. So, Diamond Dallas Page is going to be removed. And we're going to be putting in, or we need to remove a few other people as well, actually. So, Eddie Guerrero going to be removed from that storyline. And then Eddie Guerrero going to be implemented into the world title storyline, along with Canyon. Of course, Canyon didn't really do anything last episode, but here we are. Canyon and Eddie, triple threat match at STARRCADE. And it may be the point in which Booker T loses the World Heavyweight title. It's an interesting one because you look at Booker, now that we're big size, his popularity is actually going up above 85, which was sort of capped there for our level. Up to 87. And you look at, where are we? Eddie's only got about 74, 75. And then Canyon, he's only got about 72, 73. It's a lot lower. It's a lot lower. It really is. But is it time for one of those other guys to actually dethrone him? Anyway. That's our world title storyline. We are going to continue with the current United States title storyline, if I can get my words out. Chavo taking on Rob Van Dam, the current champion. Of course, we had that double DQ, which rated pretty highly last episode. And the World Cruiserweight, we are going to continue with Rey Mysterio and Shane Helms. We'll book towards that one as well this episode. The World Tag Team title storyline. What we're going to do for this one is we're going to remove Chaz and we're going to remove D'Lo out of this one. And then we're going to add them into From Dream to Nightmare. So add D'Lo in there, and then we're going to also add in Chaz. And we're going to have the Rhodes family taking on Lowdown for those World Tag Team titles at the pay-per-view at STARRCADE. What else? We can't really do anything with New School versus Old School, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, it's just sort of the way it is at the moment. What I could maybe do here is have Sean O'Hare versus somebody else. Maybe another sort of more experienced worker. Just sort of looking through it here. Nobody really stands out. DDP kind of stands out, but I don't know. It just having a face versus a face doesn't really fit in well with me. Although I could start this storyline. Let's do that. Jerry Lawler is going into storyline number 7, and we're gonna alter this one. It's gonna go from New School to Old School, or New School versus Old School, to it's the Kingdom. I've spelt it wrong there because the keyboard's done a little space bar on me in the wrong spot there. But the Kingdom, and we'll do a few dots after that. That is our new storyline. The Kingdom. Sean O'Hare taking on Jerry Lawler with others to be added into that storyline as well. So keep an eye out on that one. Buffs Redemption, we will remove Samoa Joe out of that one because we're going to probably need Joe for the near future. We had Punk beat Vader. Vader's problem. So I'm going to remove Punk out of that one. I'm going to remove Colt out of that one as well. We'll leave this one blank for now because I'll add someone else into it in the near future. But we won't worry about it right now. Honestly, this one can probably end. But then we need to like find something for Jarrett to do. I mean, the easy one to do here is to just remove Shane out of it and then literally put in DDP because I think that'd be a really good match for the pay-per-view. And obviously DDP, he's very much pro WCW, whereas Jarrett at the moment not looking so pro WCW. The resurgence of Team Canada. Yeah, part of me maybe wants to do like a 6-man tag at the pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure there. This one will continue. We'll keep running with that one, although AJ Styles will be removed out of it. We also need to make a signing for the Fully Blooded Italian storyline as well. We're not really going to use this one, and even looking at it, we actually need to remove Super Crazy and Psychosis out. We might even end this Vader storyline potentially. Let's end that one. I'm gonna add a new storyline. So someone was saying to me, I can't remember who it was in the comments section, but if you add a 0 before the storyline that you want it to be, it actually works. So let's do 011. And then I want to have Super Crazy and Psychosis together. And this is the alter ego. It's going to be BSY Psycho Ripper. I like it. Start that storyline, and then I'm going to have to go through and alter all these now. So add a 0. Alter, add a 0. And I'm literally going to do this for all of them. Hopefully, see, it doesn't work. It's still 011. Okay, well, I'll just... Will 9-1 make it go to the bottom? No, it will not, unless I'll go through and do it to all of them and see what happens. I honestly thought that was going to be the fix. Who do we give to buff? That's an interesting question. I hadn't really thought about that one too much. That can be 091. That can be 092. I don't know who to give to buff. Who have we got? Who's left? Maybe we just get rid of the buff storyline. I could do Vader. Yeah, let's do Vader. And then we'll add another new storyline, and we'll go 093 essentially. And this will be TV title. I guess World TV title restored. And we'll have AJ, and we'll have CM Punk. Anyone else that we can throw in there that's a heel? That's relatively over. I mean, Guido would be a good option, but I don't think we have many sort of lower mid card heels really. I mean, we do, but not. They're pretty much all in the cruiserweight division. Someone like Kaz Hayashi, for example, which doesn't exactly mean that we can't use them for the television title, because they're obviously going to be involved in it because they're going to get defense, or not defenses, but they're going to get opportunities on Nitro for the TV title. And we just don't really have anyone. I've sort of made them all faces, which was probably a little bit of a mistake. Someone like Kendrick would have been a really good heel. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's like the one sort of spot that I'm lacking a little bit. We go Jamie Noble. I do actually like Jamie Noble, to be honest. Hasn't really been pushed. He does have relatively good microphone ability as well. Maybe we push Jamie Noble as well. I'll add him into that storyline. Let's do that. I think he's in cruiserweight at the moment. We'll take him out of cruiserweight, and we shall add him into this one. I mean, Samoa Joe would have been another good heel. Maybe I should try and turn him. I think that's a good option. Let's try and turn Samoa Joe as well. So I'll add him into the World TV Title Restored storyline. Nice. Let's actually start that turn straight away. Ugh. That's unfortunate. He's an amazing at being heel. Yeah, I should have made him a heel when he first came in. But it's going to be too soon for him to be a heel. So I won't actually turn him yet. All right. I think that's our storylines right there. We just sort of need someone for buff. I'm going to go with Vader, but it's heel versus heel. I don't know if I like that. Is there anyone else we haven't really used? I haven't really done anything with Lance either. What are we actually going to do with Lance? I would like to do a sort of 6-man tag, or at least a tag team match. Is there anyone we can like bring in that sort of American base that's relatively good? Let's take a look. Looking for a wrestler. Let's go with like 30 pop minimum. I mean, I could go Bigelow. Disregard, he's got 6 months. Vito will be coming in, so I may as well give him his contract. We're just going to go a handshake deal for Vito. And we'll have it be ongoing as well. Oh, he wants a 900. I guess we have to start paying downsides now. Interesting. I've never really had to pay them. So I think I've actually gotten up to big size yet. or if I have gotten up to big size, I've pretty much been the end of the series. So yeah, there we go. We'll get Vito in. I probably could have just given him a written contract for like 2 years. Because realistically, I am going to use him a fair bit. He's going to be essentially the bodyguard for FBI. Let's do it. Actually, let's give him a 2-year contract instead. Yeah, we'll give him 6,000. I think that offer's better. We'll go with a proper written contract. Who else? We got Chronic there. I would like to bring in Chronic at some stage for the tag division. I'm just trying to think of like who would be a good American wrestler that we can bring in. That's gonna. I mean, Hulk Hogan. Sorry, would probably be one of the best that we could bring in. I love Jake Roberts. Intent is Canadian, so that wouldn't really work anyway. I mean, Shamrock could be an interesting one, but I don't think he really fits the whole WCW mold, if that makes sense. I mean, Luger, if he wasn't under legal reasons, he'd probably be a really good option as well. I mean, no one's really standing out to me. Blair is actually available. "52-year-old Ric Flair." I don't know if I want to bring him in. Drop foot. A lot of people were sort of asking about Shawn Michaels. Anyway, I need to make a decision. Let's go down a little bit. I didn't realize Stevie Ray's the booker for WWA as well. Terry Funk as a one-off. Teaming up with American Dragon. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want it to be ongoing or 4 appearances. We'll cover travel. I'll drop that down a little bit. Events and A shows. Try and get it as low as we possibly can. We'll go to Pass the Torch, but I don't think I really need to do that. It's literally only for STARRCADE, and that's it. It's like a special little one-off. Go per show. Try and get that down to 0 if we can. I'll try and get that down 800 as well. Make it non-ironclad. He wants a downside of 3,800. And he wants 810. There we go. All right. That actually works out really well. I imagine Terry Funk could come to the ring with an American flag. Really showing how much he loves America going into this match. I think it's just a kind of a cool way to go about it. I mean, Dreamer could have been another good option. Anyway, done. All right, so he'll come in. He won't be available for this one, so that's perfectly fine. That's why I've given him 4 appearances. We can essentially have him wrestling every Nitro. Is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. We might do this as well before we actually get into booking, and that's stables. And we're going to add our newest stable, and it's literally the Kingdom. Of course, real stable in real life as well. But it's literally going to be Jerry Lawler's stable. Faction, yeah. We now have the Kingdom. Awesome. All right. Might be a little bit too soon, maybe, for the Kingdom. It was sort of my plan for a little bit further down the line, but it's perfectly fine. And then we're also going to have another new stable that is essentially created. It's already a real thing, and that's going to be the fully blooded Italians, and that will be at the end of STARRCADE. So yeah, let's get into the show. What do we got? Backstage incident. We got Stasiak. Positive impact there. Wrestlers caught with Dusty Rhodes. And yeah, we're good. We're looking good. All right, Southeast, 13,000. We'll just go American Airlines again. That's fine. And let's rock and roll. So, main event for tonight's show. I have not even thought about a main event. We're gonna do this one. I know we've done a draw recently, but this one's also going to be another draw, and that is a heel versus heel match. Canyon taking on Eddie Guerrero. And this one's essentially going to burst out into chaos. So we'll go the draw. We're going to go open. We're going to go called, slow build. I don't think it really needs any of those things, but let's just have a lot of interference. So Eddie's going to be attacked by Booker. Canyon's going to be attacked by Chavo. A little bit of interference there. We'll have a distraction on Eddie by Rob Van Dam as well. Sort of intertwining everything. Yeah, looks good. All right. That's going to be our main event. What is essentially a number one contenders match. So I like that. We're going to go with a Booker angle onto Eddie, onto Canyon. That's going to end the show. All three rated on entertainment, all three unscripted, and we'll pretty much just see what happens with that one. That could probably be, well, it's more than likely going to be like a 90 plus rated angle, but it may be even better potentially. Let's have an angle just maybe with Canyon onto Eddie. I'll have Eddie be off screen so he doesn't actually drag the angle down with his personal issues he's got going. That's pretty much the whole main event scene booked right there for what is the road to STARRCADE. Let's do some other stuff. So I want to give Chavo a win. I'm going to need another singles match. We're going to need a face. We'll go David Flair. David Flair taking on Chavo Guerrero. As you can see, our heels are very stacked. It's kind of a little bit worrying, but anyway. But Chavo, do that. Going to have an angle prior to him going out. Chavo onto Rob Van Dam. We'll do that. I'm going to kick off the show with a Shane McMahon, Rob Van Dam angle, and we'll have Chavo be talked about, so he'll be off screen. So Rob Van Dam wants a ladder match. STARRCADE. Versus Chavo Guerrero. Beautiful. All right. So that's pretty much all that stuff sorted out. Let's have a Rey Mysterio match. I want to have like Rey versus Jimmy Yang. Actually, instead of Jimmy Yang, let's go someone like Kid Romero. Rey Mysterio. High spots. Very much so. Perfect. Rey getting the win. High spots. I'll keep that as Dusty actually for now. As far as angles go before it, let's go Shane onto Ray. And he's going to offer Rey Mysterio another shot at his Cruiserweight title. If I can spell it properly. Nice, I like that. I'll go with Dusty for that one. I don't want to use Dusty too much because we're going to overwork him. So that'll go post-match. We need some tag team title storyline stuff. Let's do a rematch from the pay-per-view. So Lowdown taking on Anguish once again. 6 minutes. World Tag Team on the line. And then we'll have Chaz pin Psychosis. This is going to be our catalyst for turning Psychosis. That one can go there. And then post-match, we're going to have D'Lo and Chaz. And then we're going to have Super Crazy and Psychosis. Go entertainment for those two. I don't think I can really go entertainment for the other two at the moment. Let me take a look. I mean, Psychosis has relatively good entertainment skills. A lot better than Super Crazy. I just know that angle's gonna bomb pretty bad. I could maybe go Overness for Super Crazy if I decide to change it. Let's do it. Let's change it. Literally going to be Psychosis and Super Crazy. And what I'll do is I'll go Super Crazy on selling because I know he's a good seller. We'll go entertainment there for Psychosis because he's relatively good at it. And then we're going to have Psychosis, snaps, and attacks. Super Crazy. Blames him for losing both World Tag Team title matches. Lovely. Popping up. I'll might have to go in and edit that potentially. Anyway, yeah. So it won't let me add any more title match to the end of that, but that's perfectly fine, and that sort of explains everything. Yeah, Super Crazy gets attacked post match. It might do badly. It might actually do badly. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, what else have we got? So that's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Fully blooded Italians. We need to do something with those guys. This one might wait until next episode. Or I'll just... Actually, let's just do this. Let's go Lance onto American Dragon. Simple, easy, bang, both on camera. I'll do double entertainment on it. Purely for the fact that it might actually help American Dragon's entertainment stats a little bit. And realistically, I would like for him to essentially be able to cut some promos in the future. So American Dragon. See, it's pretty bad, but it's already starting to go up a little bit. He might be another one that I need to chuck into the power plant. He's only 20, so he's really young. And he might actually develop quite well. We'll see how that goes for now. It is what it is. It's going to advance the storyline anyway. What else have we got? Can do just a nice easy promo there for Buff and Vader. Very easy, very simple. Menace, entertainment, bang bang. 6 minutes. On Anderson, we'll have to find another little spot for that as well. Oops. Instead of an angle, let's go with another match. What do we need? Something for DDP, maybe? That one's already done, so that's good. Need to do something here for the World TV title as well. And I haven't really done anything in there either. With that being the case, let me go like this. Let's have... I'm going to have Dustin Rhodes at ringside, which will lead into a singles match next week. I like it. All right. Add a match. Let's make it a... #1 contenders match, perhaps? AJ is still considered unimportant by the fans, but he's getting pretty close. He's on 25 pop. If I give, I think Punk, he's still considered unimportant, even at 31, 27, pretty much across the rest. I'm going to give him a match against Joe for 6. It's going to be penalized, but I want to give him another win. And then I want to give him a promo as well. So we'll do that. Slot that a little bit further back. I'll have that go after it. And then before it, I want to have CM Punk, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and who was the last one I put in there? Jamie Noble. I'm going to go like that. Everyone's going to get a bit of success from this as well. It's not going to do that well, I imagine, but it should do okay. So they're all going to be on screen. I mean, we could essentially do a fatal 4-way match at STARRCADE with those 4 guys. As long as we can get Punk to be recognizable by the fans. Because I really don't want to have a penalty on that show. Alright, that looks pretty good. Obviously, we've got to go through and do a few other things. Other matches, let's just chuck a Jarrett match on there as well. And then we need a fully blooded Italians match. What I'll do for this one is I'm going to go Hugh Morris taking on Tracy Smothers. It's going to be a pretty bad match, I would imagine. We'll give that 6. Hugh will get the win. Go open, script, decisive, interference, or maybe a botched interference onto Tracy by Guido, and then we'll follow that up with an angle post match. So let's have Johnny the Bull, Guido, and Tracy, and then we'll have Hubie off screen. Johnny the Bull, fully blooded Italians. Try and get Dusty on that one too. That'll be post match. Cool. I can add in one more angle. I think I definitely want to. Maybe just another Cena angle. Although I don't really want to just really put Cena just by himself. Maybe we start with a Jerry Lawler angle with O'Hare. Perfect. Lovely. We'll go double entertainment for this one, and then success. Actually, we'll go single, so not rated for O'Hare. He'll be on screen, but he won't actually say anything. And I'll just chuck that. Yeah, we'll go second with that. I like it. Alrighty, I'll make this one our storytelling, and then we just need a wild brawl. Probably be this one, to be honest. Perfect, and yeah, Dusty. That's on already. Make that one on, that's fine. And this one on as well, that's already on. This one, alright. Still need more, wow. It's on as well already. There we go, alright, finally. Do a little bit of pre-show stuff, and then I think we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go Jindrak and Stasiak, and they can take on Kendrick and Cabana. Nice. Johnny Ace. We'll go on for that. Oh. Who's it on that's got too much to do? Dusty, once again. How does Dusty have too much to do? Oh, I didn't make it on. Okay, fair enough. And then second match. We'll go with the Rhodes family. Yeah, Dusty's only got warm momentum. Go like Jet and LaRue. Cool. I keep that at 10. And Dusty can get the win. On again, perfect. Yeah, let's run the show. All right, looks pretty good. We start off with a 61 rated pre-show tag match where we have the Rhodes family defeating Jason Jet and Lash LaRue in 10:21 when Dusty pinned Lash. No finisher there, unfortunately. But yeah, Dustin carried the match, trying to give Dusty a little bit more momentum going into STARRCADE. We then go into a 53 rated tag team match where we have Jindrak and Stasiak defeating Brian Kendrick and Colt Cabana in 12:07 when Jindrak pinned Brian Kendrick with a diving clothesline. All right, here we go. Nitro. Kicking things off with an 89 rated angle, we have Rob Van Dam. As per usual, we kick off Nitro with anybody going into Shane McMahon's office. RVD comes in respectfully, knocks on the door, comes in, and he requests a ladder match at STARRCADE against Chavo Guerrero with the United States title swinging above the ring. And yeah, Shane agrees. The match is booked. Shane McMahon booking Chavo Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam. Ladder match official. Very solid 89 rating as well. We then go into a 74 rated angle where we have Jerry Lawler comes out and announces a new stable. He announces the Kingdom. And he pretty much says that he wants Sean O'Haire to be the first member of his stable. And he wants to put his chips behind O'Haire. O'Haire comes out at the top of the entrance ramp, looks at Jerry, doesn't say anything, and then just goes to the back without actually saying anything. 74 kicks off the storyline. I like it. Like I said, I wanted to essentially debut the Kingdom a little bit later because realistically, the first or the leading heavyweight member was going to be Test. And unfortunately, Test has got that injury for about a year. So therefore, we don't really have our proper heavyweight in mind. But maybe it could be Sean O'Haire. All right, we then go into a singles match. We get a 59 rating for this one where we have Hugh Morris defeating Tracy Smothers in 5:46 by pinfall with a moonsault. Then during the match, we also had Little Guido accidentally hit Tracy Smothers, his tag team partner. yeah, a bit of a miscue there. And I guess in the following angle, this one here, we're going to find out exactly what happens. We get a 56 rating for this one. We have Johnny the Bull come out post-match. He gets in Guido's face, starts belittling Guido, saying, I didn't tell you to interfere in this match. I am the boss. I'm calling the shots around here. When I tell you to do something, you do it. And you do not do something that I do not tell you to do. And, yeah. Let's just say that Johnny looks like he's taken control of Fully Blooded Italians. Not completely and officially, but yeah. Guido, he doesn't look weak in the segment, but he looks, I guess, a bit like a soldier almost. What I mean by that is he looks like he's understanding that he messed up, and that had he listened to Johnny and not gotten involved, potentially Tracy might have actually got the win. Yeah, he doesn't look weak, but looks maybe like he's having a bit of an enlightened moment, shall we say. Right, we then go straight into another angle. This one, we have CM Punk come out and says that the next generation here in WCW essentially have nothing to fight for. And he calls out WCW management and essentially says that guys like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Jamie Noble, they're the most exciting young talent in the company. But then they're never going to get an opportunity to test their worth against a Rob Van Dam or a Chavo Guerrero for a United States title. He says he needs something. There needs to be something to represent the hard-working next generation that are coming in to WCW. And it's a good promo, as you'd expect from CM Punk. We get a 54 rating for this one. And we kick off the World TV title restored storyline. So very happy with that one. I think it looks pretty good. Crowd figures, though, that's 2,000 less than expected. I only just noticed that. Anyway, good promo leading into a match with Punk and Joe. It doesn't do too well. We knew this was going to get the penalty because they are both, not recognized by the fans. But we get a 38 for this match, where we have CM Punk defeat Samoa Joe in 6:28 by pinfall with a top rope pedigree. And yeah, they have pretty good chemistry as well, CM Punk and Samoa Joe. So the fact that we're going to try and turn Joe as soon as we can, once that sort of turn penalty goes away, it's going to be a good match for the future, especially for the World TV title. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And hopefully we'll get a little bit more popularity onto Punk as a result of that promo and the win here in this match. Right, we then go into a 73 rated angle where we have Buff Bagwell and Vader. And yeah, Vader's trying to out-menace Buff Bagwell. Buff's just flexing as hard as he can to try and out-muscle, out-menace Vader as well. It's not really working, both of them. They don't really look as serious as they probably should. We might have a little bit more to this storyline going forward as well. So yeah, Buff looked good. Good promo. 73, we move on. We move into another promo here where we get a 58 rating. This one, I took a little bit of a risk with this one. So we've obviously got Lance Storm rated on entertainment skills, but we also put American Dragon, who's only got 37 microphone and acting as well. As you can see, Lance came across well. American Dragon underperformed. Still a 58 though. So that could be a good little bit of popularity put onto American Dragon. And the real side of this storyline is not really going to start until next episode or the next Nitro. All right, we then go into a 65 rated tag team title match where we have Lowdown once again defeating Anguish in 6:28 when Chaz in psychosis this time with a cannonball senton. And we have Lowdown making defense number 3 of the WCW World Tag Team titles. So yeah, Lowdown looking strong. Once again, getting another victory in the pay-per-view rematch. And Anguish losing 2 nights in a row as well. Of course, Mayhem, they lost. Super Crazy sort of taking the pinfall there. And now we have Psychosis taking the pinfall as well. And that leads us into a 52 rated angle. It's actually relatively good. And we have Psychosis snapping. And he attacks Super Crazy and then blames him for losing both World Tag Team title matches. Interesting that, Psychosis, he is called Psycho Ripper. That is his original gimmick. And we are starting to get tendencies of that gimmick shining through. And Super Crazy is essentially the victim. All right, we then go into a 60 rated high spots match where we have Rey Mysterio Jr. defeating Kid Romeo in 5:39 by pinfall with a Frankensteiner. It's a really good match. 60 rated high spots. This is what we need from the Cruiserweight title sort of matches. Not even the title matches, but just, I guess, the general Cruiserweight matches as well. With a guy like Mysterio and Shane Helms, Billy Kidman, we're on a good path, I think. We then advance into a 64 rated angle. We've got Shane Helms off script accidentally, but he offers Rey Mysterio another shot at his Cruiserweight title. So he does that backstage on the Tron there. Rey Mysterio says he's off screen, but technically he's on screen. And yeah, offers Rey another chance at the World Cruiserweight title at STARRCADE. We then go directly into a 70 rated angle where we have Chavo Guerrero, and he cuts a promo onto Rob Van Dam, says that he's gonna beat Rob at STARRCADE in the ladder match, and he's going to become the new United States champion. He says things didn't really go his way at Mayhem last night. A little bit of miscommunication, shall we say, between Los Guerreros and Chavo essentially being costed the United States title as a result of that match. Good promo though, by himself. We then go into a 69 rated match where we have Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeating David Flair in 6:25 by pinfall with a brainbuster. Yeah, just a good match there for Chavo, as we've come to expect. 67 in-ring there for Chavo. He was penalized for holding back because it was a storytelling match, but that's perfectly fine. Still really good, to be fair. It's actually higher than the highest in-ring performance. So, yeah, good match. We move on. Go into an 86 rated angle here from Canyon. And he cuts a promo pre-match, pre-number one contenders match here in the main event of Nitro. Good promo by himself as well. Love to see it. And he says that he's going to beat Eddie Guerrero tonight and go on to become the world champion on the greatest sort of stage of WCW, being STARRCADE. All right, here we go. The main event should be a pretty good one. It is heel versus heel, so I'm a little bit worried about that. We're going to get a penalty from it. But overall, it should probably be an 85 rated match. Canyon and Eddie Guerrero, they are top level quality. So here we go. Almost an 85. We get 83 for our main event match here on Nitro. We have Canyon drawing with Eddie Guerrero in 15:41 when the referee lost control and stopped the match. The match also had a lot of interference. We had Booker T target Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero Jr. attacking Canyon, and then finally Rob Van Dam distracting Guerrero as well. Just a lot of stuff here. I actually like the fact that the referee lost control and then stopped the match. He pretty much just called it, rang the bell, and 83. Very happy with that. Canyon outperforming Eddie, which is interesting. But then again, Eddie's got the personal issues effect as well. We'll take a little look here. The negatives we've got the low storyline heat for the United States title, which is interesting because, the funny thing is neither of these two are actually involved in that storyline, so that's a little bit frustrating, perhaps. We've got the heel-heel combination, and then the announcing quality was apparently low. So there you go. 83 rated. We move on to the final segment of the show, and it does very well. We get a 95 rated promo here to end us off, where we have the world champion Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, and Canyon in the ring. And yeah, All three rated on entertainment. All three going at it. And yeah, all three doing really well without a script to follow. So it's a perfect way to end the show. Perfect way. And that is going to be our triple threat match for STARRCADE. We end the show. We get an 86. So it's a little bit lower than our sort of recent Nitros, but still 86 is very, very good. As you can see, just above my head there. And we increase in 44 regions. So looking really good. Really good. We're still consistently improving popularity in those other regions across the US. I don't know if it's still increasing ourselves in... Mike Tenay. Interesting. MCW going in for Mike Tenay. I guess more money for them to waste? I don't know. Anyway, 1.61 TV rating there for us. That's with our new broadcaster as well. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Raw is War. Gets an 85. So we actually beat Raw once again. Only by 1 point this week, though. So it's still very, very close. Their main event was Undertaker and Triple H defeating Kane and Stone Cold Steve Austin in a tables match. And then you look at the rest of the matches. You got an Intercontinental title match. You got a World Tag Team title match. Dudleys versus the Hardys in a tables match. Lots of table matches there. You got Billy Gunn defeating Taz in a hardcore title match by DQ, which is funny because it's for the hardcore title. But anyway. And then Terry Reynolds defeating Molly Holly and Tori to retain the women's title. So a lot of title matches and a lot of tables matches, and we still beat them. Nice. All right, that's a pretty long episode. We're at 52 minutes. Let's take a little look at CM Punk. That's our sort of main project at the moment. I think he's only gained 1 point. Interesting. Yeah, he didn't actually gain a point in the Southeast. He's pretty much just gained a point in a few of those other regions, which I'm a little bit concerned about. Yeah, it's concerning. It's concerning because we really need him to be recognizable. I've got to think of an idea to get him up. Maybe we give him another victory over Vader next episode as a result of Buff Bagwell interfering. That could be a nice little way to do it. Do we have anyone else that has about 40 popularity that's a heel? I don't think we really do, except for maybe Mike Awesome. We got Kidman, but Kidman's a face. Definitely not having him go over Chavo. Can't have him go over him anyway. He's out. I mean, Hugh Morris, again, could be another option. And Johnny the Bull's really over, but I don't really want it to be Johnny at the moment because we worked so hard to get Johnny up to where he is as well. It could be awesome. It could be awesome. Has Psychosis gained a bit of popularity there? Yes, he's slightly up. Slightly. As a result of that angle as well. Could maybe do Stasiak. I think Stasiak might be the better option there. I'll take a little bit of popularity off Stasiak. Maybe even take a little bit of popularity the week after from Vader. And I think we might have enough then for Punk to be over enough. Especially with further promo work as well on the shows. It's a bit of a risk, but I think we're pretty much going to have to do it. If I want to have this, TV title storyline kicking off, I need to have, like I said, I've said it about 5 times now, I need to have someone that is recognizable. And Punk is Definitely the closest, and he's also probably the best talker that we have for that division. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Make sure you smash a like on the video, show your support for the series and for the channel. Subscribe to the channel as well. A lot of you guys are actually subscribing. We're up to just over 2,100 subs now, so that's really cool. Turn on the notification bell if you do subscribe as well, because that'll just give you a notification when these episodes drop. But they're very consistent at the moment. I'm really enjoying the series, as you guys can probably tell as well. And yeah, apart from that, as always, take it easy, and goodbye, guys.